Hi everyone, in this video we are going to be using the tool GitHub to deploy our websites. Now I've just used two terms that you're probably unfamiliar with, but GitHub is a software that we can use to make our sites live. When you deploy a website, you move it from your local computer to make it available to people on the internet. So for example, right now with the files that I've been working on, I can only see them on my computer. You can see that by this address right here. This is not a normal web address, so I can only view it on my computer, but somebody else cannot view it because it's not live. So deployment allows us to make those sites live to people. The only tool that you'll need to use really is this doc right here, uploading pages to GitHub. And so what we've done in our web development camp, it says that there are 6 steps to make your pages live. Set up files on computer. Well, in our camp, we've already set up the files. We've already got our index files. We've already got them on our desktop. We've already done step 2. We've already created a GitHub account. That's your JSBin login, and that's what you created to actually get into JSBin. So we're actually going to start with step 3, prep files. So it says open terminal. If you have a Mac, do a spotlight search and search for terminal. So command spacebar is a spotlight search, and then I'll search for terminal, and I'll hit enter. All right, so terminal allows us to access files and folders within our computer using what's called the command line. So it says in terminal, type cd desktop and hit enter. So I want to make sure that when I do these things that I put the correct capitalization, cd desktop, and then hit enter. And now I have moved to the desktop here, and then it says type cd business or whatever the folder is that you called your My Company folder. Let me just make sure that mine on my desktop is called, okay, it's just lowercase business. So I'm going to go back to terminal and I'm going to put cd business. Okay, so now I'm in the business folder, and then it says in terminal type git init and then hit enter. And I'm going to try to do git init and hit enter. And you'll see that the git command requires these tools. We're going to go ahead and install those tools, agree to that, and I'm just going to continue. And it is going to take a few minutes to download the software. So right now it says less than a minute, less than 10 seconds. I'll go back here, and it says after installing, type git init. So once it has installed, it's saying now it's going to take 3 minutes. So I'm going to pause my video and come back to this in a minute. Okay, I have now installed my Git software, and so now it says after installing, type git init. So I'm going to go back to terminal and retype git init, make sure that it's all lowercase, and then reinitialize existing Git repository. Okay. And then it says go to step E if terminal says initialize empty Git repository in, and then type git add. Make sure you put a space between add and the dot. Oh, git add dot. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that because I don't want to make any mistakes, and I'll put git add dot. Okay, hit enter. Now I'm going to upload my files to GitHub. It says in GitHub, click plus in the top right corner and select new organization. So I'm going to open up a new tab, and I'm going to log into GitHub. Make sure that mine is my account. Here we go. It's taking a little longer than usual. And now it says on the doc, click plus in the top right corner and select new organization. So plus in the top right corner and click new organization. And then it says in the text box for your organization name, type your company's name. And so this is super important. make sure that it is lowercase and all together. So if you've got 2 words in your company name, it's got to be all together. So mine, I'm going to call Athleticam. That's my company name. We'll just say Athleticam 10 or something like that. All right. Then it says, under this organization belongs to, select my personal account. Okay, it's my personal account. Under choose a subscription, make sure that you've selected the free version. Did that. Under billing details, type in your email. Okay, I'm going to put my email. And then lastly, it says create organization. It moves on to step 2. Step 2, it says invite members, but here it says you don't need to invite members, so click continue. Okay. And then it goes on to a step 3. For step 3, go down to the bottom and click skip this step. All right, I'll go down to the bottom and click skip this step. Okay, it didn't ask me to click finish, so I actually don't need that right there. All right, I can move on to step 5, create repositories. At the top of your screen, you should see your company name, whatever you typed in from step 4B. Yes, I do see Athleticam 10. Click create a new repository. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then here's another super important step. Under repository name, type in your company name, the one that you typed in already, .github.io. Make sure that you're in lowercase. So example, Seattle122.github.io. All right, mine was athleticam10.github.io. You don't have to write anything in the description. Oops, is the next step. Okay, I'll leave that. Make sure that you've selected public. You don't need to put that description in, okay? Yep. You don't have to initialize the repository with the README, okay? And then click create repository. All right, I'm going to do that. Once I've done this, I can move on to step 6. In GitHub, you will see a blue section that says quick setup if you've done this kind of thing before. Copy the URL that begins with HTTPS. So I'm going to copy this URL, select it, Command C, and then it says in terminal, type git remote add origin, paste the link you copied, and hit enter. So I'm going to go back to terminal. I'm going to type in, let me make sure that I have it all right. Git remote add origin, and then paste the link that I've copied and hit enter. Before I go on, again, it's right here, git remote add origin, put a space, put the link that you put down and hit enter. Okay, I'm going to stop my video here. I've already created these origins, but what you're going to do is go ahead and complete the steps using these steps right here. Okay, you can call me over once you get to this point right here to make sure that you have completed it the right, or that you're completing it the right way, and you should have a GitHub site after these steps are done.